Recording in progress.
Happiness, thank you so much for showing your beautiful face. All right, here we are again. Welcome to P1 Business Opportunity Meeting. Welcome to P1 Business Opportunity Meeting. We are here to actually expose people to how to create wealth through real estate, okay? So I know when you were growing up as a child, when you were in school, when you hear that there's an expo, some people get excited, some people get sad, because if you're very intelligent, you won't like it because you want to exercise your brain. But if you're the type that lazy to read, you want to get the expo, so you have area of concentration or even cram the answers. So expo is like seeing the answer to examination before the exam. So now we're going to actually expose you into how to make money, through real estate before you even enter into it. That is exactly what this business opportunity is all about. So you're welcome to today's meeting. My name is Pastor Maka Blessing Ayibobo, I'm from Nigeria, but I'm based in Ireland, which is very interesting as well, having a dual region. So that's why I'm doing P1 with everything I have, because it helped me to promote, investment in Nigeria, and as well to help us to know that we are that in diaspora, we're not here permanently. We still have a home, When we're given our citizenship, our T-shirt told us that you are an Irish citizen, but keep your culture. Don't take it away. So we're not taking our culture away. We're not taking our country away. So we still be the two all together. Okay. So you're welcome. If you're in that world like me, let's take this to a high esteem, because it helps us to invest and help people to invest in the arts in Africa. So the reason for coming here today, many of us have our whys why we're coming here today. I'll tell you my own why, because sometimes when people call me, they find out that their why of coming here today is exactly my own why. My own why of coming here today was like, I feel like I need to know about properties. I need to invest in properties, but I don't want to buy the the scam ones. I want to get the original ones. So when I saw the P1 business through my wonderful upline, Doris Lewis, who is the managing director of P1 Excel at the moment. So I key into this. Through her, I was excited to be a member, because it will help me to know about the company that I want to embark on, that I want to invest on, and then pick what I want. And by that time, I don't know the titles for land. When you buy land, they have different titles, and you don't know which one is the higher title and everything. So all this I want to learn. But through P1 today, I've learned that the highest title in land is certificate of occupancy and the Gezi. So now you know. And the other ones will have date of assignment. So when you're buying, always look at what you want and then go for it. If you're here for your personal development. Okay, it came in for personal development, but today my business does not end in personal development. Now it ends in alert and alarm. As the time goes on, you understand what alert and alarm means. Okay, your why for coming here today might be to have a beautiful home, a wonderful home, where you have time for your children, where you have time for your family, where you can shorten the hours of your work, or 24 hours shift work we always do, and then concentrate in having time for your family. And can I shock you that if you only depend on salary work, you will never be rich. But you can be average, but you will never be rich, So it's always good to have what to call side hustling, no matter what it is. Side hustling is very important, and it will help you to, have a happy home, create home for your family, have time. You don't need to even take them to Minder, let the children know you, let you know them, and then you can go for family holidays through the money you make through P1. P1 will actually help you to get that happy family. But remember, the key to happy family is, please, my co-host, can you help me to move them? Thank you.
Yeah.
Remember, the key to happy family is the family that prays together, stays together, and then plus you creating time for your family and making money through P1. So make sure you pray together and stay together as a family. Another one is a family personal development. Okay, you want to come and know about P1. You want to come and know about how to know the new properties. You want to come and know about land titles and what they're entitled to. You want to come and know about how you can actually acquire a real estate through P1. P1 can help you get to that personal development. Okay, and another why you're here might be to have a beautiful home. Everybody dream of beautiful home. And I want to tell every age mate of mine, or both within the age grade or around the age grade, when you're reaching like 50, 60, years, you have to be focusing on how will my retirement be. I know sometimes people feel that this kind of luxury houses are a waste of money. They are not when you have your mission. If your mission is to make sure that your children, your grandchildren doesn't forget you or doesn't find reason to come to you, all you did is just to build a luxury home as a retirement home for yourself, where you have swimming pool, playground, beautiful houses like this, roomy and everywhere for the kids to come and run around. Believe in me, all your grandchildren will always love to come for holiday in your house. And with that, when they come, your children will come back to pick them back to their houses. And that will bring your grandchildren to you. And that will bring your children to you as well. Because why? You were able to plan retirement home where your grandchildren will come and play around, and feel at home. So if you're dreaming of having a beautiful home, P1 can give it to you. It's either give it to you as a gift or you make money through P1 to build a home like this. And many of us might come here because they want a luxury car. Everybody wants a luxury car. And at the time of going, cars are becoming like a technology. You need to grow with it. You need to grow. You have no option. Have no option. I know people will say, oh, four-wheel is four-wheel. No, 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 no. Before I used to say that, but four-wheel is not four-wheel. That is different. That is different between the two. So when you enter inside it, there's different the two. There's sometimes when my car like that, when I park my car, people want to enter into my car. They're looking for where the handle is. Because you see, that is a modern one. They've changed the handle and hide it somewhere where you won't even know that is where your handle of your car is. So it's good to be modelized in cars and phones. It will help you to know what the technology is talking about. So luxury cars, P1 can actually give it to you. It's either they dash you the luxury car or they help you to make money to buy your own luxury car. P1 can give you that. And then another thing is financial freedom. Who doesn't want financial freedom? Have you ever dreamed of putting your children in the best school and you don't have money to put them there? Have you ever dreamed of how people that goes to some private school or some good schools, but you don't have money to push your children to that? Have you ever dreamt of where you go to a holiday and you want to stay in a 5-star hotel because you cannot afford it? You restrict yourself from that. If you're in P1, honestly, you'll be swimming when you follow the system, because where you stay, the kind of hotel you'll be in, and the kind of money you spend, because the alert and alarm will be coming in. And if you follow the system, you can even be sleeping while you're earning through P1, which will finally give you what to call financial freedom. All right. Okay, Francis, please look out for the MD where he comes in, okay? When he comes in, just alert me he's in.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
You can see the flyer. His name is Ambassador Williams. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
You see him or you see anything P1 perfection, let me know. Thank you, sir. All right. So we continue now. So now about P1, which you come here to know about. P1 is a Property World Africa Network. The P1 is an abbreviation, PWAN. It means Property World Africa Network. Okay. P1 was established in March 2012, and P1 is a real estate marketing and information company, and we adopt the network marketing model in the real estate, okay? Over 11 years of existence, P1 has empowered thousands of families, giving them source of legitimate income and doing real estate business. Thousands have seen their life transformed and can now live a comfortable life and also help them achieve their dreams of owning their own home. P1 has positioned and groomed financial heroes and heroines, P1 has their vision. Their vision is to make home ownership dream a reality. Okay. So if you join us today, you won't take long. You become a landlord and landlady. It's very easy. Like one of my success line we always say, you say, Pastor Maka, we're not buying land like we're buying pure water. When you join P1, it's very easy. It's either you buy land with your own money or you buy land with the commission you make from people that you show the way to buy land. Okay. So in that case, to help you to your vision to come true, which is to make home ownership dream a reality. P1 has a mission. Their mission will help them to accomplish their vision. The mission is to discover affordable land everywhere and make this known to you, and also show you how you can make money to buy land and build your own home, and how you can make money to buy your own home. P1 has a core value. Their core value is accountability, responsibility, integrity, service, and excellency. And if you decide to join us today, believe in me, you need to actually wear these core values like a cloth, because anybody selling real estate has to be accountable in everything you're doing. He has to be responsible. In your integrity should be at high esteem, and you need to learn to serve, because if you don't serve, people will not serve you. Learn to serve, and excellence should be your priority to make everything right. Okay. And it's arise that resulted from that. From arise, their A is accountability, R responsibility, I integrity, S service, and E is excellency. And for me, when I hear that word arise, a lot comes into my mind, because P1 is selling what we call the earth, the earth, the earth, the earth. If you are a Bible scholar, I know we might have some Muslims, Hindus in the platform, but I'm a Christian, so I will use my own religion to talk. So if you are if you know your Bible, the Bible says we should, take dominion over the earth. Okay? Take dominion over the earth. So now what we're studying is the earth. So arise and take dominion over the earth. Arise and be that financial hero, and hero is God that has destined you to be. Arise and eradicate poverty from your lineage. Arise and tell yourself, I'm ready to move and have many plots, if not an estate, through this wonderful business, because people will open up your eyes that what property can do. It makes me very happy, because there's a property we bought in Abuja a few months ago, about 2 months ago, right? It was 3 million, but today it's 5 million, just within 2 million, just within 2 months, 3 million. 2 million has added as a profit if I decide to sell that property. That will tell you. That will tell you what we're doing. Please keep on inviting people to join. Please take a moment and remind them to join. Our guest speaker will soon be in the house. Please just remind them to join, please. Remind them to join. We want to have a full house today. All right. So we have a wonderful couple who are our founders. If your founder determine how your business will go. This couple amazed me, because the way this business is rocketing, we are all 11 years old and they have 40 companies under them, which is actually amazing. One was founded by this wonderful couple, Austin Ozioma Owomere and Dr. Jane Obioma Owomere, in the year 2012, the time when they were homeless. Okay, the time when they were homeless, and they were looking for just 300,000 to rent a flat. Top of the wilderness experience, P1 was battered, and that is what drives the vision of making home ownership dream a reality today. This homeless couple who were at the squatting period, squatting from one place to the other, build a brand, which turned to create several landlords and landladies today and billionaires in the real estate industry. So if you join us today, you might be one of those billionaires, as long as you follow the system. This couple has a golden heart, in everything about them is, giving. And when you give, you receive. If you see our chairman is known as Mr. Empowerment.
Hello,
and when you have encounter with him, you'll be empowered.
Hello, Amaka. Our guest is around, please.
All right, thank you so much. So when you have, thank you so much, sir. When you have them, you see Mr. Chairman, you'll be empowered. If you have impartation with him, you find out that you'll be empowered. Then are you talking about the mommy? They call him Mommy Africa. They call him Miss President. They call him the President of Pure. But me personally, I call him the First Lady, because as long as we're concerned, he is the First Lady of this business. And then I call him Mommy Global, because the business has gone global. She's a wonderful woman with a golden heart. A woman that when you meet her, she's just like a mother. A woman who fed the crowd, even in the time of pandemics. Everybody in P1 was fed through this couple, during the pandemic. And today, when they enter any city, she has entered. That's why they call her Mommy Africa, but I call her Mommy Global. And I believe very soon, in no time, he will be able to travel around and see all of us here in one of these years to come, Okay, I will stop here, but I want to first of all give you a shocking news for all our new members, that the business you're coming to embark on actually is the first real estate network marketing in the whole world. In the whole world, I mean, okay? So while I'm bringing my guest speaker to talk to us today, please just meditate on it. It can actually Google it. And when I finish, please stay behind, because I'm going to finish up these slides to let you, especially our new members, to know exactly what the company is all about and how you can be part of us and how you can be even earning from the comfort of your home, with your phone without going to the site. I will show you how those things have been done today. So stay tuned as I will welcome our guest speaker today on board. So thank you everyone once again for coming. And I want to introduce my guest speaker. I'll stop sharing. That's it. So I'm going to introduce our guest speaker for today. I don't know whether you know him in person. Me personally, I don't know him in person. And I will tell you, I don't know many of them in person. I don't know many of our people in person. And I want to tell you a story. Somebody turned up my phone. I want to let you know that since I joined P1, I've not traveled to Nigeria. I've not seen any of them, but I believe in P1, and that is very interesting. And this wonderful guest speaker of today is just a wonderful man. When I mean wonderful, wonderful. He's a wonderful man. But do you know why I say that? I call him just once to tell him to, come for our meeting for today. And he didn't hesitate. He just tell me, I'll be there. You see, I'll be there, which is very interesting. Okay? He said, I'll be there. He's a wonderful man. He have all the ideas, about real estate. He's very, very outstanding, and his business is outstanding. They call his estate, P1 perfection. And everything about him is perfection. Everything about his network is perfection. When it comes to commission, perfection. When it comes to the properties he's selling, is perfection. So what am I trying to tell you? That's why I said I want to bring him in today, because he's going to bless all of you with his knowledge and wisdom in real estate. And when he finished today, you found out that what I'm saying is true. And you have no other way to thank him by visiting his website and buy a product from his website, by contacting the person that invited you to the meeting today. And if you're an old member, please, boom, and tell your prospects, Mr. Perfection was us this week. Please patronize him, because he's a wonderful affiliate to patronize. Without wasting your time, I want to welcome our ambassador. And before I talk, you don't know what ambassador means. Ambassador, what this thing you're doing today, he has done it, and he has done it perfectly. That is why he's called ambassador. Ambassador is someone who sold the highest land and properties in Pwan. You can imagine that. So he's coming here is a better person who has really experienced a lot, both in marketing and in real estate. So you're going to get impartation from him today. Just wait. We're welcoming our ambassador, Ambassador William Aimakhu. I hope I pronounced the name very well. The managing director, P1 Perfection. So just wait and hear him out. He's going to tell you a testimony, how he became an ambassador, how he got there. Even when he joined P1, he will tell you. So he will start like you. Then after that, he will show you what P1 Perfection has to offer for all the PVO and new members and our investors, if there's anyone in the house. Thank you so much, sir. The platform is there for you. God bless.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Pastor Amaka. Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to confirm if I am being heard. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
We can hear you very well.
Okay, great. It's a great honor, it's a great privilege to be speaking. I had to do everything I could to be in this meeting. I just left a meeting, and you can see I'm even in car. So I want to appreciate the leadership of Pastor Amaka and all the leaders of the Dublin team. I want to say a big thank you to the group chairman and the group president, Dr. Austin and Dr. Jane Mary. These are the founders of the P1 group. Without them, without the vision of the P1 group, all of us won't be here today. I also want to say a big thank you to my own chairman, the chairman board of directors of P1 Perfection Business Investment Limited, the person of Ambassador Dr. Julius Oyedemi. And I also want to say a big thank you to Mrs. Vivian. Mrs. Vivian happens to be my own wife. So thank you so much, everyone. I have a story. I have a testimony of the benefits of being in P1. And I will try my best to see how I can summarize.
Who is muting him when he's talking? So you're being muted. Okay, you're okay now.
I think the problem is from his own side. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Hello, sir. We can hear you.
We're not hearing. I think it's maybe his Wi-Fi is playing. His network, yeah, it's playing up.
Network.
So giving some.
So we cannot hear you. Can you hear us?
Hello, can anybody hear me?
Oh yeah, yes, now we can hear you now.
Before it was
okay, all right,
not,
all right. Thank you very much. So, like I said, I thanked everybody that I needed to thank, and I said I would try my best to see how I can summarize my story in the short time that is allotted for me to speak. P1 has been a blessing to my life, my family. I joined P1 in 2017. I joined with my Mrs. Vivian Aimakhu, our lowest. You know, when I mean lowest, I mean it with every sense of the word. At the time we joined P1, we could barely afford all the things that happened to the group chairman happened to me. We didn't have good accommodation. We didn't even have a place to stay. And we could even barely afford even 1,000 naira to buy food for our son that was just less than a year at that time. And we came on board this business opportunity with the determination to succeed, because we saw people already in the business that had testimonies of how their life had been changed. And we said to ourselves, if these people can be impacted, then we also will have a testimony in this business. So we started like every other person in 2017. And the first thing we did in the business was we needed to learn the business. So we had to make ourselves available for trainings like you're having one today. Now, part of those trainings are opportunities where people also come and share their own testimony to inspire others. You know, apart from learning the business, there's something that is always important in life. One thing that is always important is testimonies. You see, testimonies of success story preaches the message more than any manual. When someone gives a true life story, it is easier for people to relate with it. So, like I said, at that time we came in, we were at our lowest. It was a very challenging time for us. And every time I have the opportunity to share physical trainings, I always like to show people my picture 5 years ago and how I am now. Trust me, I looked older than my age 5 years ago than I am now. All thanks to God Almighty and the platform, the P1 platform that has changed our lives. So we came in going for training, and you know, in P1 there are two basic things that you need to succeed. One of which is recruiting people into the opportunity, and secondly, making sales. We took these two visions and we started running with it. If you are joining P1 and you don't talk about the business to anybody, you're already at a disadvantaged position. Now, I will just share a few on some specific things. And before I delve into the story, I just want to give you a little brief of what has happened in the past 5 years. It was in P1 I started making commissions when I saw the first 1 million naira commission from P1, I was amazed. I almost ran mad, from coming from a place where I could not even get 1,000 naira to buy food for my son to making commissions of 1 million naira. From 1 million naira, it moved to 5 million. From 5 million, we started earning commissions in 9 digits, all from P1. From there, we started attending all expense paid trips. Since I joined P1, I've been to 4 countries. I've been to the UK, I've been to Dubai, that's United Arab Emirates, I've been to Ghana, and I've been to Portugal. All these trips were all in the P1 system. Apart from that, in my entire house, there's nothing that I have in the house that I literally buy anymore because of the incentives that you earn, that you get when you make sales in any of the affiliates. I bought my first car from commissions that I earned in P1. So the story, the success story is great, is enormous. But you see, like I said earlier on, there was one thing that was important. It was the determination to succeed. We were determined to succeed, right? And we were ready to pay the price. And paying the price is going for trainings and doing what you are told to do. Now, as at 2017, a lot of people didn't see the business as a lucrative business because how would you imagine someone who is a graduate, and not just a pushover, a well-educated, and you see me go on the street, share flyers to people to buy property or to recruit them on the streets. Lagos is a very competitive place to live. If you see anybody succeeding in Lagos, trust me, that person is strong. Now, when we were taught the business, I understood that your destiny is in your hands. Because there were, you have a lot of people in life. You have people who accept your business, and you have people who would discourage you. Now, we chose to look at the people who were succeeding in P1. Those people that we saw were our own motivation. There were a lot of people who tried to discourage us at that time, that what kind of business is this, that you are more like an agent, a real estate agent. You are going about sharing flyers to people. Some people don't even want to listen to you, because they feel you want something from them and all of that. As I speak to you right now, I have friends in diaspora who I send money from Nigeria to them. I have friends in diaspora who are amazed that today I drive a brand new car, a 2022 model. These are not things to brag about, but these are things to let you know that P1 is a ministry and it is really changing lives. We have real people with real stories. Now, where the position I sit and with what God has done in our lives through P1, it is easy for people to believe now. There were people 5-6 years ago who did not believe in this vision. Even when we shared it with them and said, come, let's grow together. We found an opportunity that can change our lives. Let's give it a shot. But you see, people are always looking for a dignified place. People want to sit in an office. They want to do white collar jobs that you will not find. And before you know what's happening, the years are rolling by, your bills are piling up, and you resort to the point where you start begging, asking for handouts or somebody to give you what they call urgent 2K. There's something they call in Nigeria called urgent 2K. It just tells you that people want, you want to give them small money to solve problems, when you can actually come on board and be the same and become that person that is blessing lives. So I thank God today that I said yes. We said yes. I and my wife said yes to this vision. And today we have impacted a lot of people. In our network, the first thing we do, we started growing our team. We have a team called Pwan Team Legacy. We are over 1,000 people in that team. I kid you not. We became team managers very fast because we were passionate about the business. We needed people to join the business. And we go from centers to train, to churches, organizations, young people. We have to impact them to train them. So on a daily basis, for instance, I earn referral bonuses from people I don't even know them now, because the network is so big that I don't know many people anymore. So when I get an indirect commission from sales, I have no idea of who sold, because we have built a team. We have invested in people. So anybody's story can change. I tell people, I said, once you're in P1, start praising God, because your story is about to change. I also tell people that once you come into P1, take a picture of how you are now. And in the next 6 months, you're going to take another picture again, that if there is no difference in your life after 6 months, then you know that something is wrong. Probably you're not doing something right, because something will definitely change about you. It will certainly change. I have seen a lot of people in P1, people that I've raised. Now I have about 3 people who are soon to become managing directors in P1, because they took the vision, they ran with it. So many others are in the pipeline and are doing excellently well. So it is something that I have tasted. I'm a beneficiary of the P1 business opportunity. Today, I am a managing director of P1 Perfection Business Investments Limited. We started operation on the 4th of January 2021. By January 4th, 2024 will be 3 years. And in the space of 2 years, just last year, when we had our convention on the 12th of March, P1 Perfection was the 4th in the entire group, was number 4. This is a company that was just less than 2 years. We're number 4 on the group. Now, you would ask me, you would say, yes, a lot of people try to ascribe a lot of things to, okay, maybe I had no contacts. So let's just start from there. When we started as PBOs, we had no contacts. The contacts we built are people we met one-on-one. So you see, as a PBO, or you're about to come on board this platform, you must be ready to do what you're told. You must be ready to take the business as your business. And that's why it's called PBO, P1 Business Owner. So it is not their business, it is our business. I carried P1 on my head. I remember I transformed my social media page to P1. So before now, maybe I used to post on random things that I do on a daily basis on social media. I became very intentional. So when I go for trainings, I take pictures, I put them up there so people can know that this is my new line of business. When I go on site inspections to see properties, I make videos, I put it up there for people to see. When I see a new estate that I'm marketing, I put it on my status. So it was that intentional for me. It was really, really intentional. To succeed in life, you must be very active. You must have a
I like to say it this way, but not in a derogative way. You must be a mad person. You must be obsessed about success. Success will not just drop, it will not just fall on your laps. You must be obsessed about it. You must go for it, and you must be determined that the only outcome you're going to get out of this business is success. For me, my success, what was my symbol of success 5 years ago was to get an accommodation over my head. And when I got a roof over my head, I'd accomplished the first achievement. Now, the second achievement was to empower people to also have the same story that I had. Now, that started happening, and I saw a lot of people who also were having testimonies of how they've been growing, they've moved to better accommodations, they can pay their bills. I got very excited. Now, after that, the next vision for us was that we wanted to run an affiliate. We wanted to have more relevance, because when you run an affiliate, you have more relevance. You become a managing director or executive director, so you could do more now within that capacity. So that was the next goal, and that goal came to light in 2021. Now, even the next goal is to bet affiliates, and that will be happening very soon by the grace of God. So it doesn't matter whatever stage you are in life. What is important is that you set your goals and you work towards your goals to achieving them. I went for a training on the mainland. That was on Friday, on Thursday. And I told everybody there, I said, see, the reason why you are where you are today is entirely your fault. And I said, for you to get to the next and higher level of your life, it will also be dependent on you. So what you're doing now are the things that will take you to the next level. So if you don't do anything about where you are now, another 2 years will come, another 3 years will come, another 5 years will come, and it will look as if nothing has changed in your life because you've done nothing about it. So embrace where you are now and look ahead. Where do you want to see yourself in the next 3 years? Where do you want to see yourself even by December of 2023, this year? Picture it, have a clear-cut plan of what you want to be in the next few months, and have a set target on how you're going to achieve it. For instance, I gave a target to them at the center. I said, how many of you will feel good if you have 600? I just told them, how many of you will feel good if you had 600,000 naira in your account? And a lot of them raised up their hands and said, wow, we're going to, that they're going to feel good. I said, for you to have 600,000 naira in your account, it means that you'd have made a sale of 4 million naira in a month. So 15% of that will give you 600,000 naira. And I broke it down for them like that. And I gathered them in a closed WhatsApp group. I said, I'm going to work with you guys to ensure that at the minimum, you do 4 million naira of sales every month. Because they all said that having a vision of 600,000 naira in a month, everybody at some point must wake up and say, what do you want for your life? We talk about the why. In our PBO manual, talk about what is your why. Why are you even here? Why are you even on this Zoom call? Why are you on this Zoom call? The reason why you're on this Zoom call, it goes to show that you actually want something better for your life. So that is a why. Now that why has to be clear, and you pursue it. In 2020, for instance, I was the highest sales PBO for P1 Plus, one of the affiliates of the P1 group. Now, in that year also, I earned a performance bonus. I was the top 3, the number 3 highest performance bonus earner in the entire group. Now, there's something remarkable I did that year, 2020, and I'm going to share it on this call. At the first week of January of 2020, that's the COVID year, we had a meeting. I was called up by the MD of P1 Plus, Ambassador Dr. Julius Oyedemi. First week of July, he called some of his salespeople into his boardroom. This was first week. And he asked a question. He said, each of us should tell him what we have done so far in sales. I mean, this is just first week of January. And the first person said she had done 15 million naira in sales. The next person said he had done 5 million. You know, I was in that hall with my wife, the ED of P1 Perfection, and she said she had done 7.5. And I had just done 200,000 naira in sales. I was really inspired by what I heard. And he asked me a question. He said, do I know why I am at 200,000 naira per month? And every other person in this room seems to be, you know, flying already, 15 million, 7.5, and all of that. And I said, yes, because I actually knew why. The reason why was that I came into that year a bit relaxed because of the preceding year, 2019. I'd made some sales and the clients were paying on instrumental payments. So like every month there were commissions coming in. So I was a bit relaxed. I was like, okay, the year is just starting and all of that. But see, I left that place charged up. You know, I was angry. You know, there's this anger there's a holy anger you would get that pushes you to do more. So I left that place that day, setting a new target for myself. And I told myself that before the first half, before the end of the first half of 2020, I would have done 150 million naira worth of sales. And I wrote it down, I printed it out, I put it all around me in places where I could see it every day, on my phone, in my house, everywhere. Guess what? By March of that same year, I reviewed my record. I was already at 75% of that target. Why? I had a target. And that target was all I was seeing. I was focused. I had laser focus to achieve those targets. By the end of 2020 of that year, I'd exceeded what I had set. So you see, guess what, guys? I believe that there are no excuses, no excuses. The only excuse you can give yourself and your only reason for you not to succeed is you. If you can always hold yourself accountable, if you can always hold yourself accountable in life, you will make progress because you would know when you are doing well and you know when you're not. The success standards varies. My success standard is different from the next man's success standard because my own success standards are based on the goals that I've set for myself. If I've set a goal of making 1 million naira every month and I'm making 800,000 every month, I can appraise myself to say, wow, I'm close to my goal. Somebody else may have set a target to making 5 million naira every month. That's the person's target, right? But my own personal target is peculiar to me. So we all have to understand this and work in line with it. P1 business opportunity today is a movement. Everywhere I go to, at that time when we started, people started calling me P1. When they see I or my wife, they call us P1. We're called the Real Estate Power Couple. That's a name we still bear to today. The Real Estate Power Couple. People gave us that name because they saw that we're working together. So I'm also saying this to couples that are here. This is a business that the P1 business is about family, starting from the top, the founders. It's not a thing of I'm doing this, you're doing that. No, couples can come together. The Bible says 1 shall chase 1,000 and 2 shall put 10,000 to flight. So working together also has been a great backbone for us because we set the targets, we strategize together, and we hit those targets. So if people by now don't know you, that you are associated with P1, then something is wrong. P1 should be your option A, option B, option C, option D, option Z. Why? Because it has the ability to pay your bills, to give you more than enough, to be wealthy. I was telling you about the COVID year. In the COVID year where people were suffering and people were struggling, that same COVID year, the P1, the real estate business was booming because people needed to lock in their funds in real estate. And we were making money while in the COVID year. So it's a business you should be proud of. One, you're helping people gain access to buy genuine real estate properties. And for those people who cannot buy the properties, you are giving them an opportunity to come into the system and help somebody else buy. When we came into the business, we could not afford 37,650 to register. Our registration was 1,650. That's how we came in. We could not afford it. But what we could afford was that we have to give time to the business. So we gave our time. At least that was within our control. We had the time. So we gave our time to the business. So, but today, and guess what? At that time, everyone around us got to know that this is what we now do. It was clear. It was everywhere. We didn't hide it in church because many of us say, I don't know anybody. But but you go to church, there are people around you in church. Who have you told about the business that you do? Probably you've not told anybody about it. So there are people all around you. I remember the first guy who bought the property from me. A very, very, very not the kind of person you think will have money to buy property. But because we were driven by our why, we had a challenge. Things were tough. And I said, let's just talk to this guy. What would it cost? If he doesn't have the money, fine. We can recruit him into the business. But just from talking to him about a particular property, I was amazed that this guy could afford 3 plots, and he bought 3 plots that gave us over 450,000 naira worth of commission at that time, 2017. And that's how the story of the whole story changed. So because I'm here today not to teach you what you already know, but I'm here to give you a true life story. I'm a testimony of the P1 group. I'm a testimony of how it has affected my life, my family. Today in Nigeria, where people are struggling and a lot of things are happening right now, the economy is really, really tough, as it were. But the only way you can do things and not think of your bank account. Right now, a lot of people cannot afford their cars. Let's just start from there. A lot of people cannot afford their cars anymore because of the increase in the cost of PMS currently. But even in this kind of situation, we're still able to do the things we were doing before without giving any thoughts to the fact that things have changed. Our standard of living has not dropped, right? Why? Because we have empowered people. Those people are making sales, and from their own efforts, we're also earning indirect recruitment, and we have also been able to make investments in real estate. Like I said, in that initial stage, you may not be able to buy a property for yourself. So what you're doing, you're helping people to buy. Now, when you now earn your commissions, you should be smart enough to also invest. You should be smart enough to also invest your money into the real estate that you're selling. A lot of people don't think about tomorrow, and that's what I've come to realize. You're selling. Some of us here are selling and doing a lot of sales. But the question you should ask yourself: are you investing in the same lands that you are selling? Because a day will come when those properties that you're selling for 5 million naira, 10 million naira will be worth 250 million naira, and the people who bought through you will be cashing out. The commission, you would have finished it. You would have used it to pay bills. But if you don't invest into real estate yourself, then you would have done yourself a disservice. It's just like the Banana Island of today now, the Koi of today. A lot of people sold those, a lot of people were agents then or brokers then that helped people sell those properties, acquire properties. But how many of them were smart enough to invest at that time? Because many of them didn't even believe what they were selling. And that brings me to another thing. If you don't believe in the P1 business, if you don't believe in what you're doing, right, you will not be able to benefit from it. I always tell people, I always tell PBOs, I said, believe in the business. There is no business out there that is 100% without errors, without mistakes. There are mistakes and there are also the good sides. But it is now our responsibility to build it and correct the errors where there are errors. So you have to understand that this is our own source of income. Inflation does not affect real estate. The properties keep appreciating. Now that things are more expensive in Nigeria, this is even all across the world, this is even the time a lot of people want to invest the little money they have now, so inflation does not catch up with it. So you see people bringing out money now, and they want to buy properties to secure their money from devaluing. So it does not affect it in any way. So it is a gold mine that we have in our hands. And not to recognize that it's a gold mine means that you don't really understand what you're doing. And when you don't, and this is a saying that when you don't know the purpose of a thing, abuse is inevitable. So when you don't understand why you are who you are as a PBO, you're going to abuse it. And one way a lot of people abuse what they have is with their mouth. You see a lot of people talk bad about what they do. It's like Moses in the Bible. God told Moses, "What do you have in your hand?" Moses said, "It is just a rod." He commonized it. It's just a rod. What can this rod do? But God says, "Stretch forth that same rod over the waters and divide it." So you might say, "Oh, I'm sharing flyers or I'm recruiting people. I'm earning referral bonuses." It's just small money now, maybe from the referral bonuses. If you commonize it, it will never grow to become multi-millions. So you see, great things happen small. They start small. Like I said, we came in with 1,650. But today, the story is organizations are reaching out every day. They want to give you an award. Their institutions are coming. They want to award. Give me awards. Give us awards. My company awards. A lot of people are coming around today. When we started, nobody wanted to look at us. But thank God for those who gave us the opportunity. And I always say this every day. I'm grateful to Dr. Mike Akwete and Mrs. Caroline Akwete, the managing director and executive director of P1 Pro, because they are uplines. They brought this vision to us in 2017 and gave us the form. And I thank my wife because she was the one that took the form and said, "Babe, we must do this business. We don't have any other thing now. Let's give this a shot." And today, they are ever so grateful. I mean, the Akwetes, they are proud that look at the people they brought in. I'm sure they never thought that today we'll be managing directors. I'm sure they never thought, but they did it from a good place. They needed to help. And today the story is different. So that is what network marketing, P1 network marketing business has done for us. And it doesn't matter what you do. You can be working in an office, you can be a professional in any field and still be a PBO. Because guess what? Things are happening in the world today. People are being retrenched, people are being fired from places of work. There's downsizing every day. So when you are downsized, when you are retrenched, you are relieved of your work and you don't have any other thing to do, what happens to you? You become, so this opportunity is for all. I'm telling you, very soon, P1, right? will be in every nation. It will be in every nation under the surface of this earth. It will be recognized by world leaders. Because I'm telling you this for a fact, because the vision is no longer with the president and the group chairman, the Omeres. The vision is now with us. We are the ones propagating this vision as if the vision was given to us personally. It wasn't given to us. It was given to them. But we have come on board now and we are running with it. So as a PBO, you are the one to take this business to your own world. Take it to your own world. Some persons will never ever meet their own Marys, but they will meet you in wherever you are. And you will be the voice, you'll be the P1 that they know. For instance, I'm the P1 to my alumni from my university and secondary school days. They don't know any other person, they know me as P1. Some people even think I'm the chairman of the group. I said I'm not the chairman, I'm the MD of one of the affiliates. There are over 40 affiliates in the P1 group and is increasing every day. Because I'm the first person they've met. So that is how it should be for each and every one of us. I have people in my team that have got cars, brand new cars from the P1 business. There's a lady I registered in 2 months. She made a sale that earned her a brand new car, a Toyota Camry. That was in 2018. She made a sale of over 30 million naira plus at that time. And from referring her, I earned an indirect commission of over 1.5 million naira from her own efforts. So many of them like that, countless. But you see, the joy of the business is that we are all growing together, because there's no way one person will grow and the others will not grow, because it's a network marketing model. If the people under you are selling and they are growing, they are recruiting, it will definitely impact on you. You also increase. So that's exactly what has happened. And you see, P1 Perfection now as an affiliate, like I said, currently we came into the industry because we wanted to change some things that we saw that were not so right. Now, one of the things we wanted to change as a brand was we wanted to do fast allocations. So when the client pays for a property in less than one, we started out with less than 3 months, right? Physical allocations are conducted. People get their documents and they can take possession of their land. Because we found out that physical allocations were taking so long to happen when we're PBOs. So instead of bad-mouthing the company or leaving P1 and going to another real estate company, we stayed in and said, we're going to make it right. And that's the mindset every PBO should have. So today now we've moved from 3 months allocations to 7 days. In our properties in Asaba, in Lagos, we have moved from 3 months to trying to meet up with 7 days, at most 2 weeks. People are allocated and they've gotten their properties, they've got their documents and they're happy. So as a PBO, you are happy when your clients get allocated in good time and they can refer you again and again and again and again, because we experience a lot of hiccups when our clients are not yet allocated and those clients cannot refer another person to us anymore. That's a very bad place to be. Trust me, I understand that perfectly, because I was once a PBO and I'm still a PBO. Now from allocations, we also moved into commission payments. And we said, okay, let's pick a day of the week that we must pay commissions on this particular day. And since inception, every Friday of the week, we pay out commissions to those who had made sales from the Friday of the previous week to Wednesday of the next week. So in 1 week, be ready that you get your commissions. Some in 2 days, because if the client makes payment on Wednesday, expect your commission today on Friday of that same week. So we've done that over and over again. We've put the right structures in place, and that has been up and running. At least those who have sold and have been selling for P1 Perfection, they have this testimony that P1 Perfection does not delay in 2 things: commissions and fiscal allocations. If there are any delays in fiscal allocations, we'll let you know why. Probably the terrain is wet. So we're just waiting to get the place dry so fiscal allocations can actually be done. So it is our business, right? It is our business. From there, in 2 years, in 2 years, we've given out 4 cars to 4 PBOs. The first year, 2021, we gave out 2 brand new cars to 2 deserving PBOs. 2022, we gave out another. The first year, we gave out a Toyota Venza and a small Toyota Camry. In the next year, we gave out an SUV, a Lexus SUV, and a Toyota. And we have records on a Toyota Camry. This year, we're having an event this August, and we're going to take it higher. Now, all these are things that you as a PBO will benefit, because we as an organization, as an affiliate, we are committed to ensuring that you succeed. And we know that one way you will succeed is when we get it right as a company. So don't sit back and take this business with levity. Take it seriously. Take it seriously. People who didn't think that not anything will amount to this business, now they love the glory that they now see now. They love the glam that they now see now. We now drive brand new cars. They see all these things. We live in very good estates. We have our own assets. They now see all these things. So you're now looking beautiful to them. But then they could not see the picture, because they saw that, how will I be going about sharing flyers? How will I be going about talking to people? But we're ready to do the work. So be ready to do the work, because it's rewarding. This business is tasking, but it is rewarding. When the reward starts coming, oh my. At least those of us in the house that have tasted the P1 money in commissions, the incentives, the performance bonuses, the all expenses paid trips, you can attest to this fact that what I'm saying is real. Now, and if you're joining P1 for the first time, maybe you got this link and you're here for the first time, I want to tell you that you are in the right place, right? You're in the right place. And like I said, if you give this business the right attention and right focus, in 6 months, I'm just putting that 6 months. In 6 months, you have a significant testimony to tell. You would have it. It's no jokes. It's no jokes at all. It is only those people who are one leg in, one leg out that don't get the benefits of this business. For anybody to succeed in life, you must give that thing your 100% attention. I don't believe in doing one thing, doing another thing, doing many things at the same time. I believe in giving one thing that desired attention, right? And watch that thing grow and succeed before you think of diversifying into something else. So focus on it. Focus on it. You'll be amazed how your life will change in a very, very short time. Remember, my story is just 5 years, 2017. Okay, this year will make it 6 years. In just 6 years, the story changed from day one, from even the first year. We started seeing changes from first year, 2018 to 2019 to 2020 to 2021. It has been from glory to glory. And that's because, number one, we're serious about the business. Number two, we're loyal to the organization, the P1 group. We're loyal to the organization. A lot of people are not loyal. A lot of people are disloyal. You go out there, you see all kinds of things about P1. How do you expect what you speak bad about to work for you? It's not possible. It's not possible. Nobody may know you're speaking bad about it. But the reason why it's not working, I can tell you, might just be because you speak ill of the organization. If you speak well, it's just like our country, just like Nigeria, for instance, now. At least maybe I don't know if we have foreigners here, but I think most of us here are Nigerians. Now, we understand what's going on in the country is not palatable at all, right? But even in the midst of it, there is still good in the land. So we'll pray that we benefit of the good of the land, and that things will change because it is our own. P1 is our own. I cannot go to ExxonMobil and say I am MD/CEO there. But in P1, I am MD/CEO, I have a voice, and P1 has given me a platform that can make me go into some organizations, some bigger platforms, and speak because I have been given a platform. So it's our own. So we must not talk bad about it. We must not commonize it. We must build it. We must build it. Whatever you have your uplines tell you to do, please do it. I told them at the training 2 days ago, I said, every day you must post something about your business. Put up a flyer about a property you want to market. Put up a write-up, maybe you're trying to recruit, right? Be in groups and be active. Be active. You just have to be. That's the only way to succeed at it. It's not rocket science. It's not God is favoring some people and not favoring others. No, it is just you as an individual. Are you ready to pay the price? Are you ready to give the business the desired attention that the business demands? If you do, the business will also give back to you what you deserve for your hard work and your efforts. You know, so the notion of P1 is not working. I've been here for many years. I've not made one sale. I always tell people, shift your focus away from sales. When you come into P1, it's a network marketing model. So what it means is that it's a business of people. So nobody is asking you, come and sell immediately. Not everybody has the capacity to sell at the same time. So for sales, you have to be trained, you have to build yourself, and you have to reach out to get the network of people that can buy from you. But when the sales are not coming in, what you owe yourself is to reach out to people with the same opportunity. Have a team, build people. Now, the people you are bringing in might just be the people that will start selling. And there are any, I know the story of the P1 Group ambassador Antonio Obodo, how for like 7 months she never made one sale. But this lady was recruiting people every day. In 7 months, she was making money in millions, from the sales of her success lines, what you call downlines. From the sales of her success lines, she was making money from them. So she kept recruiting more because she saw that I've never made any sale and I am making this amount of money. So let me keep recruiting more people. And she started recruiting. Then finally, she started making her own sales. Because you see this thing about sales. Everybody will sell, but nobody can say this is the time you will make your sale. But you see, recruit people. Let people be in your network. Teach them the opportunity. I still recruit every day. I have some people that I recruited recently, and I sent this link to them. I said, you must be on this link. Come and listen. You might not be inspired. You don't need to hear from me alone. You hear another person's testimony. So we all learn from each other. And I'm glad he's here. So that's the way the business is. Oh, seriously, I have benefited from P1. P1 has changed my life. I am now relevant in so many things that on a normal day, nobody will look at me. But you see, money talks. In this part of the world, on this plane of life, money talks. When you have money, you have a voice. The Bible says a poor man's wisdom is not heard. If you are poor, nobody will hear your wisdom. Even if you like, be a Harvard graduate. But if you are poor, nobody will listen. Nobody will take your wisdom. They will only take the wisdom, even if what you are saying is rubbish. The fact that he or she has money, people will listen to you. The fact that, and the Bible says money answers all things. With money, you can do so much. A lot of us, with money, you can do so much. Without money, you can't do anything. You cannot do anything. That's the truth. So there are two things. You need people, right? You need people, and the people will deliver the money to you. So recruit people. Those people will deliver the monies to you. One secret I want to also share with us today is the fact that if you have clients that are bought from you, don't be selfish to keep the business opportunity from those clients. You know why? P1 is spreading very, 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 very fast. That client that bought from you today, tomorrow, he or she might be in the company of a PBO, and they are gisting, and the PBO is telling the client that, oh, I work with this company now, P1. Do you know, sir, you can make money from indirect commissions? And the man is like, really? And he might get interested and sign up under that new person. And you that he bought from, he will no longer buy from you, because now he's not selling. So when you sell to a client, he buys from you. This is my own strategy. I'm just trying to share with us today. When I sell to somebody and he has bought from me once, twice, right? And say, sir, please, can you refer me to your network? Instead of saying, refer to your network, why not tell him, sir, do you know that you can actually earn commissions when you get your own friends or your networks to buy properties through you? And he gets interested. Before long, before you know what's happening, he will sign up immediately under you. So what now happens is that he will not be the marketer, bringing his friends, signing up, right, to buy. Of course, he will be the first beneficiary. He will earn the direct commission. But you, who brought him into the business, you earn your indirect commissions, and your network is growing. No, let's never be selfish. Network marketing, take away selfishness from it. Selfish people don't go far in this business. There are people who we met in this business. Today, they are no more. They are no longer relevant. Many of them became selfish, became greedy, and all of that. But today, they are no more. We were at the baseline of things then. We were the ones that we were not looking at. But we were hungry for success. We were hungry for success. And we tried to open up the business to as many people that needs to know about it. So that's one strategy. If you have a client that you know has bought from you several times, and you like him very well, but so you should be thinking about, and maybe he has good network, you should be thinking about recruiting him into the business. Putting into the business. That's network marketing model. And from there, you have a stronger relationship with him, because he will never forget you, because you gave him an opportunity where he can earn extra income. So every single person wants extra income. That's the truth. Everyone needs an extra income. Imagine somebody making 15% of 100 million naira. That's 15 million naira. Everybody needs extra income. That's a lot of money just for connecting somebody to buy property. So that's why network marketing cannot end. It cannot end, because it's a people's business. It's about people. As long as the world keeps increasing, network marketing cannot end. So I don't know if I still have time. I don't know. Do I still have more time? I'm trying to work within the time. This is already 2:30.
Yes, I know. Was it the time? But I'll still give you 15 minutes to talk about your product, if you don't mind.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much.
Do you mind if I help you share the screen?
Oh, yeah, you can. Please do.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So in P1 Perfection, like I said earlier on, this year, we are the fourth when I mean fourth, I don't mean, I mean 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth affiliate in the entire P1 group. It was a record that the group sat down, they looked at all the performance and I said, wow, P1 perfection, you did very well. You had the fourth position in the entire group. And we are just 2 years in the business. So currently we have properties in Lagos. We have properties in Asaba, Delta State. We have building projects and we have landed projects. Now, right in front of you is our building project called the Paradiso by Boulevard. This is a building project that it consists of 6 units of 4-bedroom terraces, fully all the rooms en suite. Then we have 4 units of 4-bedroom, fully detached houses with a BQ. All the rooms and en suite. It comes with a swimming pool. It comes with a gym. It comes with fully automated systems. So the doors are automated. The sound system within the house, the fittings, fully automated unit. It's a very smart unit. As we speak to you, we introduced this project to the market on November 2022, just last year. As we speak to you, we are already roofing the entire units. We have about, there are 10 units. We have about 5 units that are already sold out. So we still have about 5 more units selling. The estate is located in another estate. Beside it is a video of the estate. The estate has a lake, beautiful lake, very serene environment on the island in Lagos, on the island. Very, very beautiful environment. It's a place that especially Nigerians in diaspora will want to buy a home. So when you are in Nigeria, you can stay in your home. When you are not in town, you can put it up for shortlet apartment. You can use it for shortlets because that's a very big money spinner right now as we speak, the shortlet apartment. And we have the 4-bedroom terraces are selling for 80 million naira, and 4-bedroom, fully detached duplexes plus the BQ are selling for 90 million naira. It comes fully finished. So it's not a carcass. It is not, there's one they call carcass. So you do the exterior and you not come in, you buy the house, you not do your finish. It is fully finished with the tiles, the water closets, everything. All you're bringing into the house is your furniture. Now we have payment plans. We have 12 months payment plans. And of course, we can also structure even more than 12 months for very lovely deposit of 10 million naira. You can secure even.
Amaka, I think there's a problem there.
I lost you. Can't hear anything anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's my network. I'm back now.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right, awesome. So it is currently selling. We have 5 units in the market. I don't know. If I have the opportunity, I'll send the updated video on the current progress of the units. They're already at the roofing level. So we intend to deliver these units latest by December of this same year. Now, moving on to the next project. The next project is the Paradiso by Boulevard Phase 2. This is the Phase 2. This is also a housing project. Here we are building 2-bedroom apartments selling for 35 million naira, and 3-bedroom terrace duplexes plus a BQ for 45 million naira. This property is located in Shongotedo. Shongotedo is just a little after Aja, still on the island. Very lovely environment. The title of the properties, all our building projects are all C of O land. So the documentations are perfect. and we have gotten all our building approvals. So and we have payment plans. So you have 6 months, 12 months payment plans on these projects. Here we have about 16 units, 16 units of 2-bedroom apartments and 16 units of the 3-bedroom terraces. Then these are our 2 building projects. So if you have clients who want houses, we have 2 housing projects that they can subscribe to: 2 beds, 3 beds, 4 beds, and the fully detached units. Then we have lands also in Lagos. Now, I want to talk about the cheaper lands. We have lands in Ekpe. Okay, yeah, that's the Boulevard Hills Phase 2. The Boulevard Hills Phase 2 is in Ekpe, is a prime location in Lagos State, Nigeria, as we speak. Why is that? The whole of Lagos State has its focus in Ekpe. There's so much the Lagos State government is bringing into Ekpe. There's a Lagos Film City coming to Ekpe. You have the international airport at the Ekpe axis. You have the Alaro City. You have several universities with their campuses. A lot is going on in Ekpe. You know, it was just yesterday. I was speaking with a friend yesterday, and I was telling me that do I know that there's nightlife in Ekpe now? Ekpe is like VI at night. I was amazed. I was like, really? He said yes, because he lives there. That there are lots of activities in Ekpe, nightlife, club life, the typical Lagos life now in Ekpe. I was amazed. So we have a property called the Boulevard Hills Phase 2, currently selling for 3.5 million naira for a 600 square meters. That's a full plot. And if you're buying a half plot, it's selling for 1,750,000 naira for that. And this is an introductory price for the first 20 plots. For my analysis from our accounts department, I think we've sold about 12 plots in this estate. So the price will change very soon once we hit the 20 plot mark. All right. The next property, this is called the Emerald Lakeview Phase 3. A very prime, prestigious, in short, it is one of the best estates in the entire Pwan group. I am saying it with my full chest. I am saying my full chest. Okay, Tribe City. Okay, let's talk about Tribe City. Okay, on your screen is Tribe City. I'll come back to the Emerald Lakeview Phase 3. So your screen is Tribe City. Tribe City is located on the Monastery Road, Shongotedo, just where you have the famous Novare Mall, the biggest ShopRite in Lagos. So the Monastery Road is another hot cake. That environment, there's so many residential estates, hotels, event centers, hospitals that are just springing up at the same time. So we also had to quickly go in there and acquire a property. Of course, the title is C of O. I was selling 450 square meters plot of land for 30 million naira. 30 million naira is a service estate. So when you buy a plot of land, you have access to water, street lights, all the amenities, the central sewage that can help you build your home and live comfortably, right? So now let's go to the next estate. Okay, the next on the list there is the Accentrate by Boulevard. The Accentrate by Boulevard is our estate in Asaba, Delta State. This is one estate that has been making so much waves in Asaba. And I'll tell you why. The location is fantastic. It is just very, very, very close. In this, you can see planes as they are descending and ascending from the airport. It's just by the Asaba International Airport. It is selling well. Now, in this estate, with everybody that has paid has been allocated within 7 days. It has been instant allocation all through because all the plots are already parcellated. So as you pay, you just pick your plot from the layout and you buy. Now, this price was the old price. You can see there's a price increases to 7.5 million effective from June the 1st, right? So the current price of this estate is 7.5 million naira. So I'll get it updated. But however, if you have a client that is willing to pay one-off, so that means it's not spreading it for 3 months. You just want to pay the cash at once. Let us discuss. I can give a very, very considerable discount to the client if he's paying on one-off payment. Else he'll pay at 7.5. I wish you have the video here. It's already fenced round. The estate is already fenced and secured. Now the next estate there is the Ambience by Boulevard, Asaba. Another prime location directly along the road on the Ebuzo Asaba Expressway. It's directly facing the Chinese construction company and very close to the Admiralty Naval University. Okay, yeah, this is the updated flyer for the Century. So you can see it's now 7.5 million naira. So like I said, if you have a client I will want to pay one-off, I can give a very, very good discount on it. Okay, so going back to the Ambience by Boulevard. The Ambience by Boulevard is selling now for 3.5 million naira. Also along very, very close to the Admiralty University. It is strategic, it's just facing the express. All the plots have been parcellated and the entire land has been fenced, totally fenced round. So if your clients paid today, they are getting allocated ASAP like this. So these are the things that we've done in P1 Perfection to make the real estate business faster and make your job very smooth. All right. Then we have the Emerald Lake View. So you can kindly visit our website. You see everything for yourself. Then we have the Emerald Lake View Phase 3. Now this is the estate I was bragging about with my full chest. I said this estate is the best, the finest estate in the entire P1 group. I've said it before to the group president, and she was laughing. But the day she came for the groundbreaking, she said the same, that wow, this is beautiful, because the estate has a lake in it. Inside the estate, it has a lake. All the amenities of the estate has been done already. You have very high and deep drainage, reinforced concrete. The roads are fantastic. It's a livable estate. There are so many houses. It's a very quiet neighborhood, peaceful and serene. And we're selling 450 square meters there for 30 million naira. The title again is C of O, right? This is a property that you can buy. Guess what? We're selling this property at 15 million naira in December. 15 million naira in December. Now it's 30. The appreciation is mind blowing because the demand is high and the place is already developed. So then the next estate we have is the Boulevard Hills. The location is located at Beechwood Estate in Bogije. Bogije is just very close to the Lakwe Golf Course. If you're conversant with the island, there is a massive golf course on the island called Lakwe Lakes. It's one of the so much is going on in Lagos State. So this Emerald Lakeview is just very close to Lakwe Golf Course. So you pass Shongotedo, Abijo, Awoyaya, and get to Lakwe. Very beautiful environment. Then we have on the screen, we have the Boulevard Hills Estate Poker selling for 3.5 million. This is another estate we have also in Ekpe, another strategic location in the heart of town, in Ekpe town. So we're also fencing all our estates are enjoying significant development at the same time. All right. Then next estate we have the Bliss by Boulevard. Also, we are selling service plots in that estate. We are selling service plots for 17.5 million naira for 300 square meters. The Bliss by Boulevard, yes. Right. Yeah, that's the Bliss. Is located at Shongo Tedo. So here we are selling service plots, 17.5 million naira. The title again is also C of O. Very, very beautiful locations. We always look out for choice locations to buy properties. Then we have the Boulevard Estate Asaba. This is our third estate in Asaba. This one is directly behind the Asaba International Airport. The accentuate is besides the international airport, but the Boulevard Estate Asaba is directly behind the international airport. We have very few plots here, maybe about not up to 20 plots left here, and it's selling for 7.5 million naira per plot. Of course, like I said, if you have clients, we can always discuss on discounts for your clients, reasonable discounts for your clients, right? Especially based on their mode of payment, you can give them some considerable discounts. Now, we have 4 new estates we are bringing into the market, right? 4 new estates we are bringing into the market. From next week, let me just say it here. From next week, we'll be launching them. 2 new estates in Asaba, 2 new estates in Asaba, and 2 new estates in Lagos. Asaba, Delta State right now is a major place for real estate investments. So if you check the trend, you see that a lot of real estate companies are moving to Asaba to do some investment. So we are putting 2 new estates. They're already paid for. As we speak, it's being cleared, and we've already named the estates. One is called Anioma City, and the second one is called the Accentuate Phase 2. So, but by next week, by the grace of God, we'll be launching it in full swing. So we're also looking at spreading to other locations. We're looking at other locations, but for now, these are the locations that we have currently. And we have promos. We have promos running. We have all expenses paid trip that we are planning for at the end of the year for December. Then we have our event called the Elite Gala Nights, holding on the 17th of August, this 17th of August, at the Lagos Marriott Hotel, the 5-star hotel here in Lagos, where we're going to be celebrating all our PBOs that have sold for us from January till date for the first half of the year. And we're giving gifts, and 2 people are going to go home with brand new cars. So it's going to be a very big event, and I'm sure that I would have the opportunity to share the pictures, the videos, and we might likely stream it. So maybe while we're streaming it, I can share the link on the platform so we can watch from wherever we are on the surface of the earth. So I want to say a big thank you to Pwan Dubai. Why am I saying Dubai? Pwan Dublin Center. Thank you so much for the privilege to bring Pwan Perfection on set. I'm sure I've been able to inspire a lot of us, and looking forward to doing business with you in the coming weeks or in the coming months. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. That is wonderful. That is awesome. Before we release you to go, we want to appreciate you for the wonderful presentation. You really inspired every one of us, because most of us thinks the way we started not get there, but you've showed us that you even started with 1,650. That would be how amazing it is. So thank you, wonderful, for coming today. I just want to know if anybody have question before he leaves us, because his time is precious. You see, he parked beside the road just to do this seminar. So he has been in that car for almost 1 hour now. Please, do you have any questions so that you can ask him the basic questions before he goes? So I have my own question. My own question, while they're preparing their own. You can type your question down or you raise your hand up, okay? My own question is, what's the difference between a plot and a service plot?
Okay, very, very good question. Now, a plot of land, the general plot of land is an undeveloped plot. So you're buying the land, and you're not buying, the estate is not providing any other amenities to your land. So that means that When you start building on the land, you will run your own borehole, you will run your own power, and all the things that makes life worth it. So you run all those things yourself. Now, for a service plot, it means that in the entire estate, there is already a central plan to provide central power, central water, central sewage. So those are the services that makes it a service plot. So it's a plug and play thing. So you just buy your land, build your house, connect your drainage to the connect your sewage to the existing sewage, connect your extension, your power cables to the existing power grid, connect your water to the existing water supply. So that's a service plot. That's just the basic difference between the two.
Oh, that's interesting to know. I just let me ask the question because I don't know the difference. Okay, the another question I'll ask before other people come up with that question is, as a PBO, we have new members here, we might have investors here, but there's something that makes PBO special and makes them to try to join as a PBO. So as a PBO, do they have any incentives? Like, you know, non-PBOs have 3 months, everybody have 3 months to pay without interest. For PBOs, what is your own affiliate, standard on that? Because some affiliates, you can beg them for 6 months without interest, as a PBO, 1 year without interest, but every affiliate is different. For you, what is your own? Can we call for such requests?
Yeah, of course. Thank you very much. Now, as a PBO, if you want to buy land, you want to invest, the barriers are not there. Like, you have 3 months payment plan. If you can do 3 months payment plan, you have the capacity, why not? But if you cannot do the 3 months payment, we know, of course, then in some cases also 12 months, in some cases, depending on the relationship relationship. You know, when you have good relationship with a particular company, you can get away with some things. So but for PBOs, we give you extended payment plans without any interest. At least I have somebody here who has invested with us as a PBO. I think she can also testify that she had a good experience buying from us.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes.
Ambassador Ike, your questions has been answered, I think, because that, in addition, what payment plan did MD has for diasporas? So he has given us his payment plan. Ambassador Ike is as well representing America. So this is global. We have America here, we have Spain, we have UK, we have Ireland, we have Sweden. So we might be small here, but we are global here. Okay.
Yeah.
So now another question is, another question in the group is, can we have a recorded version? Yes, I'll post it on the record. I'll send it to Ambassador Williams in case the people he invited, he can send it to them as well. So one moment, I'm looking at the chat to make sure. Okay, they say you should talk about your buy to sell. Do you have buy to sell?
Oh, yes. Oh, I almost forgot that. So in June, we actually started it last year on the low, but we made it very official in June. Now we have a buy to sell package, and it's been amazing. You know, a lot of people have been, immediately we announced it that we are now doing buy to sell. A lot of people were like, wow, thank God, finally, because, you know, we needed to understudy the buy to sell scheme before getting into it, because buy to sell is a very, very technical aspect of our business, and it's wrong. So yes, we started a buy to sell scheme. We are using 2 particular estates. You know, from the last meeting we had with the group president, we have coined it to buy to sell or buy to keep. So what that simply means is that someone may want to. So we were running buy to sell currently on 2 particular estates, one in Asaba and one in Lagos. So now the whole idea is, if you invest, the minimum you can do is 875,000 naira. And I'll tell you why we did it that way. We did it that way because 875,000 naira can give you 15 square meters of land in our Sabah estates. So we call it buy to sell, buy to keep. So for instance, if someone deposits 875,000 naira and in 12 months supposed to cash out his profits, now he or she can come back in 12 months and find out that the value of that 15 square meters is worth more than the payout money we want to give to him. So he can now decide to say, oh, since the value of the land is worth more than what you're paying me my payout, so I think I prefer to keep the land. So take your check and give me a contract of sale. So that's how we call it buy to sell or buy to keep. So that option is there for anyone who decides. So it's 875,000 naira minimum to there's no maximum.
All right, that is interesting. Thank you so much for expressing that. I have 2 hands raised up, but I want to read 2 more questions on the chat. Then we'll get Francis and Chika to ask their question. So the question on the chat is, if we buy a land from your affiliate, can workers come there and build for us?
Of course, when you buy a land and you pay all your statutory fees, and when you want to build, your workers come build. We won't build for you now, except you want us to build for you. So you can bring your workers, yes.
And if somebody wants you to build, your workers can build for them, right?
Of course, we have our engineers that build for us, like the ones building Paradiso now.
Thank you. So now, do you have a landed property in Benin State, in Benin City, Edo?
Right now we don't. Of course, we're actually talking to some people to help us get good lands in. We're always very careful in buying lands. We take our time.
Okay.
But we're looking at it. We're looking at getting something in those states.
Okay, that's fine. Meanwhile, Jethro, I don't know who invited you. P1 Pro will have something in Benin, okay? P1 Pro, I don't know who invited you, Jethro. That's your question, so you can get to P1 Pro to get something in Benin. So Francis, can you unmute yourself and ask your questions after Francis Chika?
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Mr. Williams, for your wonderful presentation there. I really appreciate that. Actually, I've never, since I joined P1, I've not heard about perfection. No, I've not dealt with perfection, but I've heard about them.
You're not serious.
Yeah, so I've heard about them, but I've not really dealt with them in terms of anything. So this is an opportunity for me to now invest in P1 Perfection with your presentation, which was very laudable. And
Thank you, sir.
Very comprehensive. You really, break down everything and right from your experience, and so we really appreciate it. My question goes: do you have any building going on in Asaba? Because I'm from that area, so I love to buy a property, in Asaba that is undergoing building now.
Okay. For now, where we have the accentuates. The estate called the Accentuate is located in a very built-up environment, and we've reserved some plots there to commence our building project. But for now, we haven't started. We just allow people to buy and build themselves. But that's the next thing we're looking at now, to start up our building project in Asaba.
Okay.
Yes,
and another question is that P1 is growing very massively.
Yes.
And we are in the diaspora. We sort of expect certain standards in terms of maybe the management, and with your expansion every day. What are the efforts you people are making, all the P1 groups making to make sure that the website, everything about the management is seamless, so that we are able to introduce people, because a lot of people in the diaspora, they want this kind of management where things are done seamlessly. You don't need to make calls because they're very busy, they're working, so they don't want to follow up with commission and follow up with so many things. They can go to their back office and see everything there, so that they can make decisions quickly. So what effort are you guys making to help the group to make things very seamless for us?
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Francis. Yeah, the group president has invested so much in you're talking about the PBO platform where you do your registrations, right?
Yeah, because
PBO
that's the
platform and
platform.
Yeah.
Company One affiliate as
Yeah,
well.
Okay.
and that's the platform that we are actually doing the network marketing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, that's the platform we're doing network marketing. Okay, so in that wise, on that platform, the group president has invested so much. There's been that project has been outsourced to a particular software company, and they've been on it for like I think almost 3 years, so 2 years plus. So they are supporting it. You know, they designed it. That's the pbonetwork.com. At the same time, they are supporting it because, like you rightly said, you know, there's explosion. It's not even an expansion again. P1 is exploding. So the team are also aware that based on this explosion, they have to put up the right infrastructure, software infrastructure to be able to handle the kind of data that the site will need to hold. So they are really working on it. And if you check again lately, because I like checking, because I like to look at my own success, my success lines. So I like to check from time to time to see how the improvements are. You know, I've been seeing some little improvements, but just know that there's a work on it. They're not stopping, they're going on to ensure that it works. Then when it comes to the affiliates, for the affiliates are basically independent entities, but at the same time controlled by by policies, by a unique policy. For instance, the commission system is unique. You can't do anything outside. You have to follow the order. Now, there's so much policy surrounding it because the affiliates can stand on their own. Some affiliates may want to change one or two things. But you see, we have strong measures that are being put in place to ensure that we all follow the pattern so that nobody breaks the rank and nobody tarnishes the image, because we all bear P1 something, right? And a mistake or an error from one affiliate is an error to all, because most people don't really know P1 perfection, P1 this, P1 that. They just do that P1. You know, I get lots of calls from people that said, is this P1? I bought a property, blah, blah, blah. So I now calm them now, like, okay, this is P1 perfection, which, you know, I have to educate them to know, for them to know the difference and to know where they got it, you know, so I can discuss with the MD and say, okay, I got a call regarding so and so from your affiliate. So we are all working in synergy at the same time to ensure that we maintain the standards and no one compromises what has taken 12 years to build, you know. So
Thank you so much, sir, for that answer. That is wonderful. Thank you so much. So can we get Chika to ask her questions? Remember, there's new members here, so don't overblow your questions.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Landlady Chika Osunkwo calling in from Lagos. I want to say a big thank you to my Ambassador Williams Aimakhu, the MD of P1 Perfection, and the ED.
Thank you so
much for this mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing, the presentation. I'm really motivated and inspired more by your success stories. I'm just hearing this for the first time. In fact, you did a great job. You did justice to the presentation, and I say a big thank you. And P1 Perfection is a brand that I love so much. I have respect for the MD, not because he's here. I've been selling for other affiliates, but since I started selling for P1 Perfection, in fact, they made me feel on top of the world. They say when you marry two wives, you'll be able to know which is the best. P1 Perfection, they stand by their name. I can beat my chest and tell you this. Everything about them is perfect. They don't delay in their location. They don't delay in their commission. And all their properties are perfect. They go for the best properties. If you look around, they don't even go for all these 500K, 1 million properties. No, that is not P1 Perfection. They have a class. It's a brand that has finesse, that has class, everything you can think of. In fact, P1 perfection. In fact, they spoil me every day. The affiliate, they make sense. I want to encourage us, all my teams, all our Dublin teams, please come and have a taste of this feeling. Your investment with P1 perfection is safe and is secured. And the MD and the ED is someone that is very accessible. Call them anytime, they're always there. You can negotiate with them, with your clients. The MD, even when you call and he's not there, be rest assured that he will return your call. That is my MD for you. In fact,
thank you very much, man.
He's just a leader and a great mentor. Then my question to you, my MD, is this. Please, when is perfection coming to the eastern part of the country? Okay. Like Owerri, Oka, Enugu, and the environs. Please, we are waiting.
All right. Thank you so much, Landlady Chika. Thank you for your trust and confidence in our brand. And we'll promise to continue to do even as supersede what you have seen so far. Now, regarding the East, I think it's time. We've been getting lots of invites, almost and buy something in the East. So I really think it's the right time for us to make that move. So we're ready. We will be launching something very soon. So just watch out. We're coming to the East.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chika.
You can make commendations. If you have anything in the East that you think we might be interested in buying, you can also let me know.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you, Chika, for that wonderful outlet. We need something in East as well. Yeah. Chika is my great-grandchild in the business. Yes, we are growing and expanding. Happiness, can you unmute yourself and ask your questions, please? Remember, this platform is for new members. So if you're an old member, just ask your question sharp. Let's allow our new member to say something. Happiness, are you still there? Okay, if you're brand new and you're still in the chat, please type in "I'm new." I want to see the new member that's still here. Happiness, are you there?
Please, Amaka, can I say something?
Okay, Catherine, can you say something? You say you want to say something. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Good. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you're watching the Zoom. I am happy the best of the best is here. That is Williams, the MD CEO of P1 Perfection. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
We can hear you clearly.
Yes.
Carry on.
Right on.
Carry on with excitement.
That is integrity. That is integrity that is speaking there. The Son of God here on earth, representing him. He is the one that is talking to all of you. The son I never had. P1 Perfection is the best as far as I'm concerned. Anything you are doing with this, my son that started from nothing and now he's a billionaire. Please, you have no fear. Come and take me here. Anything that goes wrong with him, I am here. My name is Mama Catherine Umeke. Come and take me and ask me, so you said something about this person. This is someone I can beat my chest for. P1 Perfection is there for all of us. Please don't be afraid of anything. Thank you. That's just what I want to say.
Thank you, Mama Catherine. Thank you so much.
This is
that is amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much. So do we have any other questions so we can release him? Then we can continue with the main ones. Go ahead, Happiness. Yeah.
All right. Good afternoon and well done, sir. God bless you. Yeah, my question is, I'm new, and secondly, what I want to ask is, if I have a client that is interested in purchasing a land, must the person be present in the place? I'm new, so my question might sound funny, I don't know, but how can must the person be present where the land is located? That's one of my questions. And secondly, the person that was trying to introduce me to it was like, There are different cities you can come in. It might be cutting, I'm on transit, but I don't know if you are hearing me.
We can hear you.
Okay. There are different packages you can come in with. What is the advantage of one over the other? And thirdly, I also like to have our number so that I can call anytime I have questions. That's my question. Thank you. I don't know if you got my question.
Yeah, thank you. I got your question, Happiness. The moment the MD is out, I'll finish the presentation for the new ones. Just hang on for me, okay?
All right. Okay.
We will tell you about the entry points, how much to enter with, and the benefits of each of them, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Okay, I think everybody has have questions for the MD. He has, empowered us today, inspired us today. By right, if you're paying him, you pay him less than $1,000 in this presentation, but he did it free for us. So the only way we can patronize him is to show a massive sell in his company, P1 Perfection, this month that we are in and next month and beyond. So, and remember, performance bonuses, you need like 5 affiliates. I want to encourage you to put him as one of your affiliates in the 5 affiliates you're selling to make up your performance bonuses. Please add him on your list. You can see people has already talked good about him, and we're filtering. We want to get the best affiliate to ourselves, isn't it? So put him in your agenda. If you don't have his contact me on the WhatsApp. I'm going to give you his number. And the recorded will be out. It will be on the platforms, PBO platforms, the landlady platforms, and Realtors platform, and the Dublin Kingdom platform. Then I'm going to send it to our guest speaker today directly when it's out, so that whoever he invited, he can send to them directly. Then if you're not in any of these platforms, please get to your upline. Let your upline locate me, and then I will send it to your upline to give it to you, okay? Then all the new members hang on, old members still hang on to encourage the new ones as we finish their presentation, so that, because I need them to hear your testimonies as well. We've heard from the MD. To them, he's a managing director. He has gone too far. He's 5 years old in the business. But here among our midst, we have people who are just 1 year old who have testimonies to share, and that will encourage them as well. So please, old member, just hang on, don't leave us, please. Please, can you unmute yourself for 1 minute and thank our MD today for a wonderful presentation and the impartition. I really learned
amazing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful.
We are ready to work with them and pay commissions.
I'm grateful. Thank you so much. I'm grateful.
We are coming. We are coming to you.
Thank you
for your
Yes, we will all succeed in this business in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you for the wonderful
presentation.
Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you so much, man.
Thank you
very
so
much.
much. Have a glorious weekend. A lot of testimony before the success.
Amen.